Good evening, it's 7 o'clock. Welcome to the St Melian International Resort in the Tamar Valley, just a few miles from Plymouth. I'm Michael Checker, live on BBC Radio Devon tonight. We're here to turn the spotlight on the justice system. We have a panel of guests drawn from all manner of backgrounds. You'll meet them in just a moment. But first, please welcome our host this evening, chairing the panel, journalist Philip Hayton.
Thank you and welcome to A Question of Justice. This is part of Devon and Cornwall's contribution to the nationwide Inside Justice Week. Crime is on our minds more than ever. Surveys show only our sick economy worries us more. So what's gone wrong? The Shadow Home Secretary said the other day, and I quote, "People think our criminal justice system is broken. The system worries too much about the criminals and not enough about the justice." Let me turn to Alan Qualtrough of the Western Morning News. I'm researching tonight, looking at the statistics, and most people think crime is a lot worse than it really is. I think the evidence is overwhelming. Have you got any handy statistics? Sorry to bring you back in, Paul.
Crime's down 20% this year alone.
Crime is down 20% this year.
Going down all
nationally?
the time.
I think it's the fear of crime that's the issue.
I was just going to ask you, what about the role in the press in this? I mean, so many newspapers fill the pages, don't they, and the broadcast media with crime stories. Is this leading to people undermining confidence in the criminal justice system and so on?
Well, I wouldn't have thought so, but it is a sad fact that crime sells. That if we put a big crime story on our front page, we will sell more copies. Now, the fact is we don't. We try and balance it out. The way we approach crime on the Western Morning News, I hope, is responsible reporting of both sides of a case, explaining to people what has happened to their communities, but more importantly, through our letters page and through our internet comments, giving people a view on what should be done in their communities. So we do have forums, we do meet with the police often to discuss issues, and we do run campaigns. We have done in Plymouth about knife crime and about alcohol, funny enough. So we can be there at the peripheral, but our task is to report the daily events, and if there's crime in the city, we have to report it. Can I just say that when we report crime, it has happened. You know, we've either gone to a press conference or reported. But what about TV and film? Do we believe what goes on in Midsummer Murders? I mean, isn't this a cultural thing about crime as well? That, you know, there's probably more fictional crime goes on than real crime.
Yes. I mean, I've been a police officer now for 20 years, and when I started, you know, we would be regularly picking up burglars and car thieves. I mean, you know, we used to, in my sort of early days as a police officer, car stereos was the commodity that people traded in. Well, you don't have your car stereo stolen anymore because every car has a stereo, so there's no market in stealing them, if you see what I mean. And the nature of crime has changed dramatically. Now, you know, and I do accept, people say, oh, I don't believe you that crime has gone down. The reality is it has gone down for things like car crime and burglaries and assaults on people.
Up for violent crime, though, isn't it?
No, down here we are reducing violent crime with injury in the southwest. We're bucking the national trend, I accept that, but it is getting safer. Now, what the problem is that society also sees the antisocial behaviour, which perhaps isn't recorded necessarily as a crime. And there we're talking about incivility, we're talking about alcohol-related disorder, drunkenness and things like that. Now, our challenge is how do we address those issues which do mire local communities without burdening further the justice system?
The debate will continue. Thank you all very much for joining us this evening, and goodbye.